Hey guys, just getting set up here. Reconnecting Facebook. Here we go. All right, good to go. Should be it. All right. Hey, what's going on? It's me. It's me. Just messing with this hair block out. I think what I want to do is get this get this sweater blocked in first. Hey Gina, over on Facebook, how you doing? Mute that, there we go. Okay, I think if I'm streaming, all right. Sorry, I'm just trying some stuff. All right, how you guys doing today? Are you still full from Thanksgiving? I am. We're still eating that turkey, leftover turkey and whatnot. So, hey, what's up, Night Shadow? Hey, Neil. What I did right before this, I started the stream, I'm using this microphone because for some reason my lapel microphone is not working. I took it to CTN with me, and then I brought it back and tried to plug it in and just decided not to work. So I still need to figure out why. So I'm using this big giant boom mic for a minute. This is what I use to record my my lessons with. But hey, what's up, Angry? Anyway, what I did was when I first opened her up, there's a lot of times when you haven't worked on a model for a while, and then you open it up and you're just like, oh man, that looks like crap. And I had that case today, but sometimes it's like, oh, but I can see what's wrong, you know. So today I figured out that her eyes were too far forward, so I grabbed the whole thing and moved it back into her head a little bit more before I started the stream, and I moved her irises kind of, I made them a little smaller and pushed them in a little bit. So yeah, hitting the treadmill, gotta work it off. Every time I start to model, I always watch your character design module on your course. Oh yeah, very cool. That's awesome. Could you summarize the pipeline for doing production ready eyes? Yeah, CTN killed my microphone. Hey guys. Honestly, there are several ways to do eyes. Does this audio sound a little different? It's probably a little lower, right? This captures more bass typically, but let me know if it still sounds okay. So eyes, it depends on if the character is like a top character or not, meaning like the main character or characters that you're going to talk to when you're actually playing the game. Usually, those eyes are actually built. Like the polygons are actually built, and I will typically build those in another program like Maya or something like that, where I can actually do it. I can build them in here, but if they are, if the characters are like in the background or whatever, the eyes are just painted onto a sphere. They're not typically built out. Voiceover Shane. Are we gonna do a Christmas challenge? I don't know yet. I'm still trying to figure it out. Yeah, I've just been crazy busy, so I need to figure out one. I'd like to. I would definitely like to. I need to figure out one that would make sense. other than just, you know, Christmas. Do a sound changer on your mic just for the stream. Oh, a sound change? Yeah, I have this Yamaha input thing. Hold on a second. Let me see. I don't even know if what it sounds like. Does that sound weird? Probably not yet. I don't know if it's changing. There you go. It's changing my voice. Hello. Anyway, yeah, I like to do that. I do. I want to do some dungeon mastering eventually, and it would be kind of fun to do some voices. Ever had any art slumps? How do you break out of them? So yes, I definitely have art slumps. The best way to break out of an art slump, honestly, is to I gather images on Pinterest in, let me see. I haven't done it for a while, but I'll show you. So I have this board and I call it inspirational characters. So if I'm ever in an art slump, I'll typically just go to this board and just start looking at different characters and see kind of what excites me and kind of get back in the groove and get excited about characters and character design again. I also have, here's my boards. I also have, so this is my inspirational characters. You can just find me on Pinterest, 3D Character Workshop. But I also have one called Maquettes and 3D Models right here. And I like to look at what other people have sculpted, either traditionally or digitally. Just sculpts that get me excited, and I'll just kind of go in there and just kind of, wow, that's cool. You know, I could do something like this, or I could do something like this. And this is just a gathering of all the art that I've found that just kind of makes me hyped, I guess, that I like. Yeah. So that's typically what I do, is I just kind of go, or I'll go surf Pinterest and find some, you know, and just keep adding it to that board. It's just a matter of being inspired. I'll go to ArtStation and get inspired there. Yeah, so different ways. Robotic Shane. Yep, in a world. Okay. Anyway, back to Velma here. So I just want to talk about CTN really fast. I went to CTN. That's why I didn't stream last Monday. CTN is Creative Talent Network Expo. It's an expo down in Burbank, California. And it's mostly film people. There are some television and game people there. There are a lot of illustrators and animators and all sorts of people there. It's really, really fun. And then I also went to Designer Con. It's a designer convention. It's for like vinyl toys. And there's a lot of, man, Designer Con is getting gigantic. It was held at the Anaheim Convention Center that's right across the street from Disneyland, which was kind of interesting. And that, because I went 2 years ago and it was kind of small. It wasn't gigantic, but this year it was just huge. It was huge. And it was a lot of vendors just selling all sorts of indie, like independent vinyl toys and characters and just all sorts of crazy stuff. So I did see Eamon there. Yep, he was there with his little mushroom guys. Yeah, it's always a pleasure to see that guy. And I met, oh, and then you guys know Mel Milton. He's the guy who drew this right here. He shared a hotel room with me at CTN, and he actually brought this along with him. Oh, let me see. And he gave it to me. Check it out. I got it. It's right here. This is the original drawing of this drawing. Crazy. So super, super pumped about that. Anyway, so thank you, Mel. You're amazing. And we stayed up and talked about art until 4 in the morning. That was crazy. Always a pleasure hanging out with that guy. And I also hung out with my friend Worth Daly. He comes in here once in a while. So we spent a lot of time with Worth and Mel, and we went to we went to a couple studios. So we went to Disney Feature and met my good friend Tyler Bolliard. He was able to take us on a tour, and we met Dylan Ekren and Alina Tottle, and yeah, it was a lot of fun. And then we went to DreamWorks and met up with gosh, I'm gonna botch names now. Hey, what's up, Kyle? How you doing, man? Met up with Letitia Gillett. She was there with my friend Garrett Pond, who Garrett used to be an intern at Disney Interactive when I worked there. Garrett's a fantastic guy. And Letitia walked us around and met a bunch of people. Super cool. I always like to go there. Anyway, it was a lot of fun. So if you can make it out to CTN or DesignerCon or both next year, I highly recommend it. So yeah, now I have to do it justice because I have the actual drawing, right? That was a lot of fun. Okay, so I'm gonna make the sweater, then I'm gonna make the glasses, because those will kind of help me balance the design out a little bit more. So that's what I want to work on now. Also, one more thing to throw out there. I hardly ever put my course on sale. Like I don't typically like to drop the price, but I don't know why. I just decided to this one time. I think I have one time before. That's it. So today only, Cyber Monday, I'm doing a deal on my course. I'm giving you guys $100 off. So $100 off if you guys are interested. It's a coupon, and the coupon is Cyber 2018 with no space. So CYBER 2018. If you enter that at checkout, it'll give you $100 off. So and Neil just posted a link to the Character Workshop. If you go there and you click on the enrollment page and you go down and you click on the checkout page, there's a spot for the coupon, and you'll get $100 off today. So if you've been waiting, now's a good time. Now's a great time. And like I said, I'm probably going to increase the price of it starting early next year after I add more content. So now is a fantastic price, and all upgrades are free. So if you've been waiting and wanting to get in, now's a great time. There's my yep, there's my this is it. This is my one-time discount. That's it. Thanks, Caitlin. Okay. Let's see. Let's do it. Insert. Let's do this one. Quad sphere. Whoa. I need to separate it from the hair. I'm just going to move it. Okay, let's split the unmasked points. Do that. That's a little big. Okay, I'm going to solo this just for a minute. Night Shadow, what are you saying? Since I'm finishing my college program in May, I'm thinking of going to the ZBrush Summit next year. Awesome. And the new Lightbox Expo. Yeah, that's it'll be interesting to see what the Lightbox Expo turns out to be. I've been talking to him. I would love to get a table or something there. That would be cool. Whoops, didn't mean to turn dynamic on. I'm going to try something. It's gonna make this, get this cloth brush and just make it big. Let's see. Why isn't it working? There it goes. Okay. Probably because it's low resolution. Hey, N-Os. I'm doing great, thanks. Thanks for the endorsement, guys. Love you guys. Craig Kelly, what's going on? All right, it's feeling a little big. A little tall. Turtleneck. Gotta love turtlenecks. 'Tis the season, right? All right, let's see. Wendy? No, it's Velma from Scooby Doo. Close. Yeah, but the ZBrush Summit is it's always great. You can't go wrong with ZBrush Summit. So if you can only go to one show this year, go to the ZBrush Summit. I guess next year. It's over this year. That's my favorite show every year. Right, Kyle? Kyle's a huge part of that show. Oh, which one, Caitlin? Which one are you gonna do? I saw the new pinup he just posted, and I love his stuff so much. It's hard for me not to want to sculpt everything he does. So I almost started that pinup saying, okay, I'm gonna do another one, but I've done, I did his Pirate Girl, and I did a mixture of his cowboy and Kevin Keel's dinosaur last time. And I'm like, what? I don't want to do another one for, I do, but I don't. Maybe I will. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. I love his stuff. It's so great. Oh, let's see. Oh, especially for the prizes and 3D printer, right? Yeah. Oh, the Mega 80s Warrior. Great. That's really cool. I love that one. Hey, can you quickly show how to use a subtool with the main tool? I don't understand that question. Maybe I'm not sure what exactly you mean. I'm sorry. And Art, I wonder if you ever get feedback like, hey, can you please add more topology for the eyelids so the rigger can work a bit more with them? Absolutely. That happens often, more often than you would think. You have to add more geometry where some people call them spans, some people call them edge loops, but you have to add more topology in certain areas if it's too low, for sure. Let's see. Oh, it's 2 a.m. here. I miss every time. Oh, dang. 2 a.m. Hey, from Pakistan. Hello. Okay, let's get this going some more. Oh, I gotta see. Oh, that's awesome. All right, do it justice. Do it justice. I know you will. I love the swimming suit over the leotards or whatever you call it. It's total 80s, right? Okay, I'm trying to figure out how far. Oh no, no, that's a Johannes. Johannes Helgesen. I don't even know if I say his name right. This one I'm not blocking out with my typical way. I'm just stretching a sphere. I'll block out the arms my typical way, but I'm just kind of keeping it organic. I haven't seen Wreck-It Ralph yet. I really, really want to. Just waiting for a good time to do it. Okay. This is what currently looks like. I'm going to split it off though. Okay, I think Mel made her a little heavier chested than she normally is in the show. And I'm making her neck really long, so. All right, I'm gonna Z-remesh this lower because I'm starting to get stretched polys down here. Let's do just really low, no keep groups. Let's divide that a couple times, then do it again. There we go. It's better. Yeah, I definitely want to see it in theaters for sure. It's getting great reviews. Can't wait. And so when I went to Disney Feature, Tyler was showing me a bunch of work that he did on it. So he's a look dev guy, Tyler Bolyard, and so look dev means that he deals with the surfaces of objects, because on films you have to specialize. Well, a lot of people specialize, and the modelers model and the surfacers surface. So yeah, I can't complain. So he worked on, what's her name? Shank, I think her name is. That's the new girl in it. That's played by the same girl who played Wonder Woman. I can't remember her name. The new Wonder Woman, not the old one. Still too thick. I'm gonna bunch it up around her neck better. Never figure out what the difference between character modeler and look dev artist. Yeah, they both make characters. So yeah, Tyler can make. He's a fantastic modeler, like really really good. But his job at Disney Feature is to actually texture the characters. Okay, now I'm going to use the appendage, and I'm not going to block it out as granularly as I typically do. Gal Gadot. I think you're right, Cinnamon. It's, yeah. Yeah, he has been posting great stuff on Instagram. So here, let me find you, show you guys. Check this stuff out. It's so great. Look at this. So Pocahontas. I don't know the names of these girls. Looks like two different skin tone versions. But this is the character Shank that he worked on. Really, really nice. He's basically responsible for all the leather, the hair, the skin, everything that's not just the base model, like the eyes, all that kind of stuff. Really, really cool. So again, it's Tyrassic on Instagram. Very cool stuff. This is him and his girlfriend were the guys from Hotel Transylvania for Halloween. This is Tyler right here. He's great. Anyway, yeah, he does some great stuff. Check out his work here. Very cool. Highly recommended. Check it out. Oh, hey. Hey, Fami. I don't know how to say your name. Is it Fami? Hello. From Tunisia? Welcome, welcome. Thanks for joining me. Okay, I really like her poofy shoulders, so I'm going to try and keep that. The Imagine Dragons characters. Oh, it's Dry Otter? Okay. Did they voice some of the characters? So what's crazy is Imagine Dragons, they're from Utah. From where I live. It's pretty crazy. Hardly any rock bands come out of here. That's it? Oh, all right. So I didn't destroy your name. That's good. Okay. Now she's got this extra kind of just where her sweater is bunching up underneath her turtleneck. So I'm going to try and just get a little bit of that, but I don't want too much of it happening here. Okay, I'm going to split these arms off though. I just want to put them in different, a different subtool. Okay. Okay, so what software does he use? They use proprietary software because they use, they're called PTEX. PTEX is tech that Disney came up with to allow them to paint surface texture without needing UVs. Yeah, how nice would that be, right? So PTEX. And there aren't very many, what am I trying to say? There aren't very many programs that support PTEX. And I don't know exactly what the name of the software is that they use in-house. But yeah, they use RenderMan and PTEX. So, okay, let's see. I'm going to go a little wider with this. Yeah, it's hard to explain, honestly. It's kind of like poly paint, but it's more like it's more like Sculptress Pro, where it'll add more pixel detail, like pixel levels of detail where you need it, and less where you don't. Kind of like how Sculptress makes more triangles where you need it and less where you don't. It works on a pixel level or a texture density level the same way. That's like the best way I can describe it, I think. But it's kind of like that. It's a folder full of textures for each triangle. There you go. I guess it's mostly like Sculptress Pro than anything. But oh, you hate it? Okay. I've never used it. I just know what it is and how it works, but I've never used it. Yeah, no UVs, right? How cool would that be? So in that way, it's a lot like, you know, pixel painting, like vertex colors. All right, let's do some wrinkles around the neck. See how dense we have it. I might use Sculptress Pro here, actually. Just because there's not really enough detail right here to get me what I want. See, I can start to inflate this area when I go to... Oh, let's try it. When I go to start pinching it. Hey, Sean. Yeah, man. Thanks for joining me. Glad you could make it. That's not too bad, I guess. Do you think that's coming in future iterations of ZBrush? I don't know if they'll actually support it or not. I haven't heard anything one way or another. Okay, I'm going to change to different materials so I can actually see my model, what's happening a little better. Makes her eyes look super freaky. Super freaky. I'm just trying to looks like she has all these like fat rolls going down, but it's just, I'm just trying to make some interest and making it look like it's gathered down at the base of her neck. A PSD for each triangle? That sounds horrible. Let's see. Verbul. Hello Shane, awesome stream. Thank you very much. Can you please tell me why I'm not working with Dynamesh when stretching and pulling the geo? Yes, because I feel that Dynamesh is too dense, and it allows for lumps and bumps in the surface a lot easier than if you keep your mesh super duper low. So I try to keep my meshes as low as possible so I can keep them smooth and clean. If I were to Dynamesh this, it's really, really easy to add warbles. Yes, warbles. Warbles is the word that I like to use. And that just means undulating surfaces. And so I just try and keep it low like this because I just want subtle surface details and I want to keep it smooth and clean. Okay, oh, looks like I put the arms into two separate subtools. That's fun. I'll have to join those together. Let's take a look at our subtool list, what we have going on. Yeah, we can just remove this one, delete, and then just mirror weld this arm. Whoops, but not locally. That's what happens when you mirror and weld locally. Let's do this. Boom, okay. "32 minutes. Thanks, Nightbot." Okay. I'm gonna actually I'm gonna make her sweater orange because it's like this really crazy orange. Let's get some reference here though. Velma. Save image. Sorry, one moment. Okay. Hey, what's up, Liam? Warbles are good if you're doing realistic characters. Yes and no. They can be. They can be. Like happy accidents. Man, okay. Did I put it in here? Velma Dinky. I don't know if it works with PNGs or not. Yeah, it does. Okay, here we go. All right, Velma. There's our orange. Good old Velma. Oh yeah, right. Yep, I need to, Neil, get the Warble 3D printed. That's funny. Hey, this PNG actually clipped out the background. Hey, that's new. That's new. When is that? That doesn't happen. Pixelogic is surprising me. because I've tried it before and it didn't work. Not many people can pull off wearing that much orange. That's true. Just Velma. And we don't have her shoes and her skirt to balance the color out. So we're going to have to figure that out. But, man, look at that helmet hair she's got. Crazy, right? Oh, man. Let me save this while we're thinking about it. And I'm going to open that warble. I've been messing with it a little more. You found that works for a while? Man, I wish I would have known. All right. Here, I'll load. I've been making a warble. A pumpkin can? So this is, oh. Come on. Don't crash. So this is a character that I did a couple streams ago based on a drawing that I had commissioned by my good friend Adam Manoa. And he drew me what I described as a warble, and I made this guy. So Matt shows what in one of his videos? Matt shows a warble or Velma or what? And who's... That's cool. All right. Yes, I'd love to get him posed and get him 3D printed and have him sitting on my desk. I'd love to do a whole bunch of them, like like chewing on a model and making it all lumpy, and like ripping a model apart, like making lumps in it, you know. So like a whole bunch of them. Like they kind of remind me of those pixies in Harry Potter that they let loose and they just cause all this mischief, you know. They just get into trouble. But these warbles, I can see like getting destroying kind of the surface of a model and making it lumpy. So that's where that idea came from. Oh, how to do the transparency? No. So Matt got that from me. Because he was asked. Well, I should say we both got it from Ofer, the guy who programs ZBrush. And this is a PNG that I just brought in, and it just automatically does transparency. But if you have a model or you have an image that doesn't have transparency already, like it's not a PNG, say it's a JPEG, like this one right here, there are things you can do to get rid of the background. You can click on Paint and then hold down Control plus Alt and click on the background here and start to drag, and it will make the background disappear slowly like this. And then you can do it again over here. Super cool. And it kind of fills it with a flood, right? Yeah, that's super cool. Ofer showed me that, the guy from Pixelogic. So another way to do it is to bring in an image with a 100% black background. So if I go like this, and you can see that I already brought this one in, but if I push it up here, this is the warble. This is Adam's drawing. Now, it has a solid black background, but you can see it's not transparent. So what you have to do is click on Intensity, and then just roll that around until it goes away. Right there. So that's how you can delete the background. And this is my preferred method because, as you can see, let me turn the opacity up. As you can see, this gives you the cleanest border. See, the border is really nice. And with the Velma, this first Velma, I'm going to delete this guy. You can see these little green pixels. I guess whoever did this PNG didn't do a good job. But I think if you do a better PNG, you can get a nice clean border that way. But this way, doing it this way is the easiest and fastest, but it doesn't give the best edge, if that makes sense. So those are kind of the methods that you can use to make the borders disappear. Your warble's pen holder? I gotta see. Oh, that guy. Funny. That guy. Okay. Anyway, back to it. I want to make her. I want to make her glasses next. I still think her eyes are a little too big, but I kind of might want to keep them that big. And then we'll get into doing the hair. We're looking at about almost 45 minutes in. Oh, hey, Steven. Yeah, I talked about CTN a little bit earlier on the stream today. Yeah, CTN was great. And we did some really fun studio tours and got to meet a lot of cool people. It was fun. Fun, fun, fun. Okay. So for these glasses, what I'm going to do is I want to give myself something that I can draw on. So I'm going to make myself, because I want them to be kind of on a flat plane, but not quite. I want them to start to wrap around her head a bit. Hey, Chicken Hot. I'm doing great. Thanks for asking. Doing good, doing good. Okay, cylinder. Pull this out. What are you saying, Dougie? Does your wife know that back in the van? Back in the day, you... Yes, no. We don't talk about that. Anyway, let's see. I'm going to tip this up. And I'm going to squish it in this direction. And whenever you do an insert mesh, it's going to make it whatever color that you have active at the time. And color really doesn't matter. But let me split this off. She's just staring into this thing. Fill it with gray. Okay, if I make it transparent, I can push this so it's kind of wrapping around her face already. And you can kind of see where her nose is. It's really funny. Like I said, I'm just giving myself a surface that I can draw on. If I get a chance, sometime could I show how to make some basic wings with an array mesh? I don't think I've ever done that before. I'd have to think about it and try it. Hey from France, how's it going? Welcome, welcome. Yes, Neil. It doesn't matter when you're on a piece like this, you know, when you're just having a piece in there that you're going to use as a temporary drawing, a temporary place to draw on. I don't even know what I'm trying to say here. Okay, I'm going to grab the topology brush. Oh, he's got a nose in a good book. There you go. Okay, so I'm going to try and get the shape of these glasses like this, and they hang clear out here. And they're kind of long and narrow. Now, you don't have to be perfect at this point. You're just trying to get the geometry there, and then you can, like, fudge with it later. Okay. I can get in there closer. One polygon glasses. There we go. Done. Okay. See, I hate... Sometimes they snap when you get too close. So you just reduce the size of your brush. It'll make those little ticks smaller, and it won't snap to its neighbor as well. Hey, Grandpa. Hey, how's it going? I got to spend a lot of time with my grandson this week. It was a lot of fun. All right. Then I just kind of evenly split these as I go. And I hold down Alt and drag anywhere on the surface to clean everything up. Yeah, nine times out of 10, I'll use this draw topology method and then just extrude it. I like to have the control. Hey, Chris, you said you will try to enroll in your courses soon. I'm a stylized character instructor and want to improve. Share your techniques in France too. Yes, that'd be awesome. And I want to let you guys know today I'm doing a Cyber Monday sale on my course. I don't say never, but I hardly ever do discounts on my course. And I think I've done it once before, but I've discounted my course $100 today, just today, Cyber Monday, $100 off today. If you enter the coupon code CYBER2018, that's CYBER 2018, no spaces. So if you enter that in the coupon, it should give you $100 off just today. So there you go. If you guys have been waiting to get into the course, today's the day. Okay, this is being weird. What the heck? All right, that's good. Okay, I think I'll... Oh, you got my email? Cool. Awesome. All right, I think that's good enough for now. Let's... Now, before I'm going to add thickness to this, it's easier to edit everything if it's a single plane, if it's a single-sided polygon. ShaneOlson.com? No. It's 3dcharacterworkshop.com. So I'll show you guys really fast. So it's 3D Character Workshop. Pause this. 3dcharacterworkshop.com. Go to here. Check out the enrollment page. It'll load up. Thanks, Neil. And then just click on this. I'm ready to enroll right now. And then go to your checkout page. And then put the coupon code right here. Cyber 2018. Hit apply. And it's $100 off right there. And this coupon code also works with the 2-payment plan as well. So if you want to do that. Okay. So now what I can do right now is I can click on the surface and it will just make the glasses have thickness like this, right? And that's what I eventually want, but I don't want it right now. I just want to edit it single-sided. So what you do is you turn your brush size down to 1 and then click on the surface. And then it's hard to see, but now I just have a single-sided surface. And now that I'm done with my reference model, I can delete it. So make my brush big again. Invert and hide that. Hit delete hidden. And now I can edit this guy. Because like I said, it's much easier to edit a single-sided plane than it is to edit something with 2 sides. Because then you're editing both sides. It's a pain in the butt. And that goes the same with like capes and all sorts of stuff. So if you're making capes and you want to edit the flow of them and it's 2-sided, you're going to have troubles. It's gonna make you cry. So it's better just to, even if your cape is complete, you're all done with it, and say your art director comes in and says, you know what, can we make this cape flow the other direction? You're just like, I just spent all this time making this cape and it's doing the thing and it's looking awesome. Well, all you have to do is duplicate that cape and try and keep it in polygroup. So you have a polygroup on the top and the bottom and then all the sides. Then all you have to do is delete every polygroup or every side that's not the top or the bottom, depending on which side you want to work from, usually the top. You just delete everything and then just edit that single surface the other direction and then re-add thickness to it and put it around again. So it's a lot easier to work with that way. Do I have a link to my portfolio? I do. It's here. It's Shane Olson on ArtStation. It's O-L-S-O-N, not E-N. It's right here. But Yeah, it's just over on ArtStation. You can here. I'll just pull it up right here. You can see. So this is my portfolio. I need to add a lot more. I still need to add my cowboy, and I need to add a bunch more Disney Infinity characters that I haven't put up here. So, and some playful characters that I haven't put up here. So anyway, this is kind of a start of it. Okay. Now I can show the polygons. Thank you very much. I don't want anything to be creased, so I'm going to uncrease all. That makes it skinny. I'm turning off dynamic subdivisions. The dash model's great. Thanks. And I'm not the only one that worked on those, because we had a team of modelers, so I just put the ones up there that I had a hand in. This is getting pushed into her nose. I'm going to have to push her nose down a bit just to clear, so it clears that. See how it's so much easier to edit a single-sided? And when you're drawing these polygons, it's okay if they're not perfect, because you're going to go in and you're going to edit them, edit the little vertices one by one after the fact anyway, and you can clean them up, make them nice. Oh, the Zenyatta, thanks. Yeah, I did a skin for Blizzard. I'd like to do another one. They just take so much time. Okay, let's see. Get this. I'm gonna actually, I don't need this much resolution up here. Oh yeah, to stay inside ZBrush for almost anything. Yep, I agree. It's nice. Okay. I do want to get a little more arc to the bottom of this here. So that coupon is good until midnight tomorrow night. I was going to do midnight tonight, you know, Cyber Monday and all that, but I want to give people a chance to actually get it and get in there. So, but I'm only doing it for a day. I guess that's technically 2 days, but I'm not having it open for a week with that coupon, if that makes sense. Oh. Okay. Let's turn off transparency. That's fun, huh? Now it's kind of, they're kind of thick. I think when I get the subdivisions on there, it'll shrink the circumference a bit. And they are kind of wide too. I'm going to shrink this down just a little. I keep saying jinkies in my head. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know why. Okay, let's go to the face and just kind of push this in a little bit to make some room. Now with this, with the Z modeler, what I can do is I can just go in here, hover over a face, and just change it from a single poly to polygroup all. And then I can extrude out like this. Any update on a retina brush? No, I haven't made that yet. It's kind of down on the list, honestly, Neil. I'll have to get that going, but yeah, we would have got away with it too if it wasn't for those darn kids. There we go. So now that I've turned on dynamic subdivisions and I added thickness, it shrunk the circumference a little bit. So that's yeah, it's looking a little better. And they're as per the original cartoon, they're dark because it's just a pen sketch, right? So they're dark black, but not 100% black, right, Neil? So I usually like to take it in the purples and into about this area right here. So something like that, and then fill it. And why don't I go 100% black? And that's because when you're rendering something out, or 100% white, when you're rendering something out and you have something 100% black or white, the blacks will get lost and you can't see any volume in the blacks because there's no place for shadows to gather because there's nothing to darken. So if you go to like 80% dark, then shadows can still do their job and describe the forms. When you're going 100% white, the white will tend to just blast out. It'll be too bright, and you will lose the shadows and the highlights and stuff that way because it'll just bloom and you'll lose your whites. It'll just blast out. So it's best to go in, like for the whites of these eyes, for example. This is the color that I selected for the whites of the eyes. It's kind of in the same area, but up in the whites, and it's kind of in the yellowish area right here. So, and I did the same thing with the teeth. Don't just go bright 100% white with the teeth. It's actually better to make them look like they have some sort of shadow happening in there. So that's why, yeah, her teeth aren't 100% white either. Okay, and then these irises are just... I was playing with them last time, and they were just looking horrible, so I just filled them back with white again. But I don't know why. Just fill them with that color. And then her hair is actually this reddish color, so let's play with that. This is just a block out of her hair. I'm gonna start actually doing some strands here soon. But I want to grab this color, and you can only grab the color from the image if this ring is showing. So hit Z or Z on your keyboard, make this ring show up, hover over the hair and hit C on your keyboard to eyedrop the color off of here. Then you can hit Z again to hide that ring. Now we have the color, and I know this is going to look crazy, but here we go. Not too bad. Fun. All right. So we have that blocked out. And it's interesting that, and I know I haven't made the ear, you know, these things that hold your glasses on your head. I'll do that in a little while. I just wanted to make sure that, it was looking okay. I want to kind of show her ear back here in her hair, because this part of her hair is looking strange. Whoops. Because it's just so straight down, so let's give a little variety, kind of like the cartoon version, and make a piece of the hair come in front of the ear and then make the rest go behind her ear. Yeah, me, Barry. I've used Maya since I started doing characters, and I still return to it a lot, but I'll tend to stay in ZBrush for the most part if I can. That's what's so cool about ZModeler is I can stay there for a long time, you know. But if I'm doing something super intricate with hard edges, then I'll typically go take it somewhere else. Yeah, I need to get that Z color add-on. I still haven't grabbed it yet, like a dummy. All right, I'm using the snake hook. Ashley should show up any minute now. Right? It's the Beetlejuice. Ashley is A Cubed. She's another streamer on here, and she loves the snake hook brush. Okay, let's yeah, that's looking better already. Looking better already. And then I'll just tuck the glasses back behind her ear here. I only said it twice. One more time and she'll show up. Anyway, Ashley does some phenomenal creature work. And she loves snake hook. So snake hook is a lot. Whoa, my goodness! Somebody must have told her. Did somebody tell you? Oh my gosh, you totally cracked me up. She's here. I told you. I told you she'd show up. Oh man, you're making my face red now. I was just talking about you, Ash, and snake hook. How's it going? Oh my gosh, I can't stop smiling now. That's hilarious. Did somebody come and tell you? Oh, funny. Oh, there it is. It worked. It's like Beetlejuice. If I say snake hook 3 times, Ashley shows up. That's the running joke, Ash. And it's true. That's hilarious. You've made my day. Thank you. Oh my goodness. The Insight Mars landing. Is it good? I should do Scooby Doo. I actually did a dog that's very similar to Scooby Doo. For a client. Maybe I'll try and find it here in a minute. It's true. Okay, I gotta Z-remesh this. Z-remesh. So I missed this Mars landing thing. What am I missing? I've been out of the... Oh man. So tell me, what is this? I watched when the rover went down, landed. That was awesome. With my kids, we all watched it. What are they sending in now? Is that Stan Lee, Neil? Cool. Yeah, I'd love to do that one. Maybe that's the last one I'll do before I get into another long epic one. Oh, a new rover. It was a feed of the control room. We don't have a live feed going all the way to Mars for sure. Yeah, it took a few minutes to get the first images in. Awesome. Dang, I'm sad I missed it. That's really cool. Yeah, like I loved watching Tesla launch, or Yeah, I loved watching them launch the Tesla car into space. That was great. Yeah, I think I think Curiosity is the old one. Okay. Fill this. Oh, so Insight is the name of the new one, and it's able to drill beneath the surface and find the hidden aliens. Nice. SpaceX launched a new satellite up. Oh, nice. And land the rocket all in less than 10 minutes? Oh my goodness. Go SpaceX. Awesome. Thanks for telling me, guys. That's really cool. I'm going to have to go back and watch it. I think she needs more volume in her hair back here. See, that's why it's so important to get the block out of the hair done the way you want it, because it's very hard to get these silhouette shapes when you're dealing with a whole bunch of strands of hair. It's better if you can actually like figure some of this stuff out, like the hairline. You can't get it perfect, but you can kind of get an idea of how you want it blocked out. And you also try and figure out how the hair flows, where it grows, how it's where it's coming from, where it's going, that kind of thing. Nat Geo TV? No, I'll have to check that out. I think I might have this curling too much back here. I'm trying to balance between the original and this one. And that is a thick sweater. Velma. I hope you're warm in there, Velma. I'm ready to go to Mars. Let's do it. They used to have at Disneyland, you guys ever, if you guys have been there a long time ago, they used to have a ride called Mars Landing. You used to take off from Disneyland and go to Mars. It was awesome. Yeah, there we go. That's looking better. Isn't it crazy how just a few little tweaks can change the entire look? So I'm probably going to sprout the bangs from the center here in this direction. Doesn't have enough. Hey Tenchi, how's it going? Okay, let's save this. Velma 3. Standing by. See here. I'll have to find that dog later. I don't know where it's at. Oh, thanks, Ash. Means a lot. So this, I gotta show you guys. This is the original. Here, I'll make it big. I don't know if I can make it big. Let's see. Full cam. There we go. Oh, geez. My face is right in the shot. But this is the original image that Mel Milton drew. So, super cool. He gave it to me at CTN. I'm not worthy. Oh. He saw me modeling this, and so he brought it with him. Really cool. Yeah, love Mel. Mel's my favorite. All right, before I do the hair, I'm gonna quickly put in the glass, the earpiece of the glasses, really quick. Okay. just bring that out from here. Yeah. Go give him a 3D model, right? It's a fair trade. Why not? Single poly. So I'm trying to decide maybe from here. Done. All right. Oh, you tried to sculpt Stan Lee? I might sculpt the Luigi. Ah, okay, cool. I might try and sculpt the Luigi version of Stan Lee, Luigi Lucarelli, next week. Maybe I'll do that. Yeah, he shouldn't. What if he gets stuck on Mars? Then we don't have the guy that's gonna save our planet here anymore. We need Elon Musk here. Don't go to Mars, Elon. As much as you want to, don't do it. I'm just putting in some edge loops, so they're called support loops, just so it doesn't stretch along this edge so much. And then I'll make this a lot thinner. Yeah, that one. What do you guys think? Should I do that next Monday? That Stan Lee right there? Be kind of fun. I'm gonna try and sculpt a Wolverine. Cool. Or Wolvine. All right. That works. Oh yeah, no worries, Tenchi. Nope. Anytime, yeah, anytime you need just a quick review, just send them to me. No worries. You should post that in the community though, so people can see. Cause yeah, he's looking great. All right, I'm happy with those. Looking pretty good. All right, let's see. She needs red lips, of course. Her, I don't even know what you call it. The little bridge between her nostrils is a little narrow. I'm gonna make that wider. It's better. Oh, Tenchi, now I have them craving for it. You better post it in there. Okay, now let's try and work the hair. What do we got? 114. So we've been going at it for an hour and 15 minutes now, about. Yeah, let's start putting in some detail into the hair. So let's click. I'm going to save it where it's at, just so we have it. And grab this Macon hairbrush, my favorite hairbrush ever. Let's see. We can start with the wide cover. What does that do? You can watch me fight with it. So what I'm going to do first is I'll do the longer lengths around the back. All right, me. That'd be awesome. Oh, hey Slug, what's up? I didn't even see you. I didn't see you there. Okay, that's not gonna work. I need to fix the stroke. Curve fall off. Let's straighten that guy out. Ash, do you ever use this brush? Coolest brush ever. This thing. I actually do want it to taper some. Not like that much. Let's try this. Hey from Texas, what's going on? Okay. Yeah, Macon, the Macon brush. Oh, you use Dylan Ekron's brush? Okay. I'll use Dylan's brush if it's going to be a fully manufactured, realized piece for real. But if I'm just trying to do it fast on the stream, then I use this brush because it's fast and it's not boring to watch. I think because Dylan's brush is like laying down strand by strand by strand, which is awesome, but it's more, you know, you have to get more detailed with it. You probably agree. Yeah. Okay. So let's do, but I do like using this brush with the snake hook. Yeah, but Dylan, I use Dylan's for more control. You can find Dylan's brush on Gumroad. So Neil just posted a link. Now, since you're watching from YouTube, YouTube does not allow links inside of the chat. So if you can see, it'll come up. Where is it? In the chat right above my head. You can kind of see it, but you can get it from funkybunnies.com. That's Mr. Whitehall, I think. Funky Bunnies. I'll show you where it's at. Funky Bunnies. Yep, Chris Whitaker. Sorry, not. I just saw Neil Whiteout. That's your name. Chris Whitaker. So, yeah, he does some amazing sculpts, and he and, what is it, Benjamin Hale. Benjamin Hale worked on the brush first, and then Chris tweaked it a little bit, I think. I'm not sure exactly, but if you go to Tools, and you go to ZBrush stuff right here, there's ZBrush brushes, and you can get it right here. The Macon Hair Curves brush. See, it's, maybe it's, oh yeah, so it's Ben Hale's awesome hairbrush, which he modified a little bit. So there it is. That's where you get it. And there's this really cool eyelash brush and some curly hairs, some buttons. And if you just want these square tubes, this is more like Dylan's brush. Then if you go to Dylan Ekron, is how you spell his name, Gumroad, you can find his hairbrush, which is right here. So, and yeah, I'd toss him a couple bucks if you could support him. This hairbrush is fantastic. So, hope that helps. Love the hat, thanks. Oh, you can post a link on YouTube now. Oh, sweet. Thank you very much. There's also this mag hairbrush, MAG, which I don't use as much but it's meant for more detail. You basically lay down a strip, one strand first, and edit that strand, and then it's made of a whole bunch of poly groups. So then you can do more strands along those polygroup edges, which is kind of an interesting technique. Oh, hey, Rakan. You took a picture with me. Awesome. I hope it's a good one. Okay. Let's put some more in here. I'm yapping again. I get caught up yapping. Wide cover. Let's turn off symmetry and put that one in the middle. Oh, let's go top down. Maybe Yeah, I just like these brushes for how simple they are to get in place. Kind of cheating. I feel like I'm cheating. It was a good one? Cool. It's easy to get these things to warble too, so you got to be careful. Try and get them to follow the contours and back down in. Then I'll edit this after because I need to push them all down inside, but I hate being able to see the block out that I made before, you know, like this right here. So I tend to float it on the surface of that, which is basically adding more volume to the block out, which is what I don't want. So it's kind of this subtle back and forth thing. Okay. See how easy that is to add a whole bunch of hairs in there. Cheating. I'm cheating. Turn it into topological. Trying to grab that little loose guy right there. Then you'll also want to use some of these brushes to, you know, to fill in underneath here too, which is good. Okay, now let's get a skinnier one and kind of bring it all the way down around here. So maybe these sound like snowboard moves, like the flat double, the flat triple, single, thick triple. I make it look easy. That's yeah, I've been told that before. It depends on how much experience you have. Let's see. Am I planning on covering rigging rather than T-pose? No, not. I usually do my poses inside of ZBrush for toys. I have rigged in the past, but honestly, there's not enough interest for people to learn how to rig for me to spend time making a full-on course in how to do it. And it's very, very technical and long and boring. That's why there's a lot of jobs in rigging, and because not a lot of people want to do it or want to learn how to do it. But there are jobs, so if you're interested. Show on where to get the hair brushes. It's just Funky Bunnies. FunkyBunnies.com. Then go to Tools, and it's down there. Okay, I'm going to have to edit this one quite a bit, I think. Whoa, that's not what I wanted. I want to hide this one. It's always fun hiding the block out, because then she looks like bald with hair coming up. It's always a good time. Okay. Tom Nash. Yeah, money's pretty good in rigging too, but trying to stay awake is another story. Okay. So I wanted to put these all in their own sub or poly groups. So you just hit auto groups and it puts every single one in its own. So because I just want to edit this one. So David, is polygon modeling a good start, or should I start with clay one, for example, in ZBrush and Maya? So I teach a course, and I teach people to start inside of ZBrush and not pay too much attention to the topology or the surface. And the reason why is because if you're, so I started as a polygon modeler, and this thing is twisted a lot. I might have to draw it again. Okay, hold on a second. Delete hidden. Cinnamon, I'm trying to think about one. There is one out there. Josh Sobel rigs. He teaches some rigging that's pretty good. Yeah, I'm not sure. Banana hair. Yes. So what I was going to say is it's better to learn the art first and the tech later, because the art side of things is more difficult to learn than the tech side of things. That's why a lot of times you'll see people hire artists that have hardly any computer skills, but they have tons of art skills, because like I said, art is difficult to teach and the technical skills are easier. Rita streams rigging? I have not seen that. Sounds fun. Okay, let's do this again. Maybe I'll try a different brush. Oh, that'll work, I think. Just make it small. And I'm going to do 2 of them. I don't know why this does not want to stay on the surface. There we go. Sometimes it will, sometimes it won't. Just stick to the surface, you. That's interesting. When I go from bottom up, it works. From top to bottom, it doesn't. No. You only have to learn rigging if you want to. I'm not going to suggest that to anybody. Like I said, I used to rig, and it's not the funnest time in my life. Humane rigging? Like no people were hurt during this rigging. It's so weird. I want it to be opposite of that. Rita rigs. I'll have to check that out. There we go. Oh, man. Okay. That's going to have to work. It's not twisted. Yeah, I used to rig a lot of characters in Maya and 3D Studio Max. I use 3D Studio Max for I used to use cat tools, their character animation toolkit, and the biped that comes with 3D Studio Max, which was really, it's still viable today, still being used. Which biped is easier to rig than like building a rig from scratch in Maya. There are auto riggers in Maya that do a pretty good job. Let me see, I want this to kind of, whoops. What was I going to say? Yeah, I used to use, there's a bunch of scripts for Maya. My friend Michael Comet is a rigger at Pixar. He wrote all the C muscle scripts that you see in Maya. So Cat is my favorite. It's my absolute favorite. And the reason why is because it's fun and you don't need to be a technical wizard to know how to use it. It's made with boxes. I don't understand why they didn't take Cat into, you know, like when I say they, I mean Autodesk. I don't understand why Autodesk didn't take the character animation toolkit into other programs. It was originally in Softimage, or sorry, was it in Softimage? Because I know they ported it to Softimage, but I can't remember if it started in Softimage or started in 3D Studio Max. I can't remember. But it's really cool because you you start with a box, kind of like box modeling, and then you add different modules on top of that. So if you want to add like a rib cage, you add another box, and then it has a chain of boxes that represent the spine. But the spine is already automatically rigged with spline IK with twisting and everything. It's really cool. And then you can add arms, and the arms come with clavicles, and you add the hands, and the hands, you can tell it how many fingers you want. You can use them. You can add hands anywhere, like, or arms with hands. You can put them anywhere. So say you wanted to rig a dragon. Basically, a dragon wings are arms with fingers, right? So you can make the fingers just really, really long. And I rigged a dragon that way using Character Animation Toolkit a long time ago. And I actually rigged a face hugger from Aliens. I was doing some freelance for Gearbox, and I did the face hugger rigging and animation for one of their games. And that was fun because the soldiers were rigged with biped, and the face hugger was rigged with cat, so it was pretty cool. Okay, I'm liking this hair, but I need to turn off symmetry and just kind of change it around a bit. Oh, you're getting ads? IK Max, crazy. You must have searched for it or something sometime. They know. They know. Hey, Relia. What is my PC specs? You can get away with running ZBrush on a computer that's not crazy high. This is a AMD 1700, I believe. You haven't even thought about rigging? Good. Run. And I have you only need like 12 megs of RAM to start. I think I have 64, 24. What do I have? 60 something. I think it's 64. Anyway, and then I have 2 Goliath graphics cards that are completely unnecessary. Yeah, 12 gigs enough. What did I say? Did I say megs? 12 megs. Gosh, my grandpa brain kicks in. Back in my day, we had megabytes, not gigabytes. 12 gigs. Oh, jeez. And we liked it. I did used to have 12 megs in my machine. Not now. All right, let's start on these bangs. Let's try with wide cover, see what happens. Oh yeah, 12 gigs is a huge hard drive. Whoa. How's that? Perfect. She's like the flower in the play. Why is it so gigantic? Okay, I'm just gonna have to draw it back here, I guess. Oh my goodness. I better save this. It's doing weird crap. Save as. When it starts doing weird stuff, save. Because that's when you know that there's a good chance of things dying and crashing. 256 is all we'll ever need. 1 gig of RAM. Yeah. Yep, I remember that. Okay, let's see. I want to go. This is probably going to be too much variety in the... Ah, it'll be good. It'll be good. I wish I could rotate it, you know? Okay, that's going to have to work. That's not old. I'll tell you, old. I used to have a Commodore 64. That's old. I wonder how much RAM Commodore 64 used to have. Probably kilobytes, if I were to guess. And it didn't have a hard drive. You had to load it from a disk. And we liked it. You had a Commodore 64? Nice. Yeah, I had an Amiga 500 with video toaster. Yep, it was a tape deck. Yeah, swapping all the discs. Somebody posted a pretty funny meme the other day about Red Dead Redemption, saying it came on, Red Dead Redemption comes on 600 floppy disks or something like that. Okay, this is looking good. 64 kilobytes of memory. There you go. What would you recommend for someone that would want to try 3D sculpt like me? A free one or low cost to start with. So you can get ZBrush Core for $100. You can get Sculptress for free. And then you can get inside of ZBrush Core, play around with it. It doesn't give you all the options that the full version of ZBrush gives you, but it'll give you enough to, like, you know, get comfortable with it, get comfortable with sculpting and navigating and all that kind of stuff. Then the cost that the money that you put towards ZBrush Core will go to the cost of the full price of ZBrush when you're ready to do that. So that's a good way to go. Yeah, there's other free software out there that's pretty good. But it depends on what you're looking to do. If you're looking to get a job in the industry, or if you're just gonna do the hobbyist stuff, that's kind of what you need to ask yourself. What do you want to do with it? Because if you're making an investment in your career, then you should, you know, go full out. But, you know, not everybody can. So the best way to do it is to get what you can at the time. ZBrush Core is a really good option. And no, my course does not work with ZBrush Core. A lot of people ask. It just doesn't have enough functionality to do a fully produced character. So yeah, you can just go find Sculptress and just fiddle around with it. See if you like it. Auto group this. I don't think she does. She's pretty happy about it though. She's like, thanks for the hairdo. Demo discs on the front of the magazine. Oh, I forgot about those. Oh man. Those are great. Those were the days. I want to kind of, I like how Mel has swept her bangs to the side. So I'm going to see if I can pull that off. And again, snake hook is better to try and do that kind of stuff with than regular move brush. It just, just the feel of it, I don't know what it is about snake hook, but it's more of like a grab and drag brush than a move brush. More spongy. Monkey Island 2 was on 11 discs? Oh my goodness. I used to play this game on the Commodore 64 called Legacy of the Ancients. Does anybody remember that game? It came on a whole ton of discs too. And you had to sit and wait for it to load. Like you can start it loading and then go get lunch or something and come back and it still wouldn't be done. And Karateka. You guys remember Karateka? That was on Apple IIe, I think, too. Da-da-da. 74,000 floppy disks. I guess it depends on the size of the floppy disk, right? Oh, like five and a half, or those little ones. I know, right? The load times are crazy. No, they're not. They're perfect. You know what's crazy is not too long, well, a couple years ago, I tried to get a Commodore 64 emulator. And the crazy thing about it is they emulated the load times. Do you really have to emulate the load times on a Commodore 64 emulator? Really? Okay, now I need to do the side hairs. Isn't that what they're called? Side hairs. Hey, Antonio, no worries. We got another 15 minutes. Oh, yeah, Bard's Tale. What's up, Attentive Slug? I already said hi to you, right? I think so. I just remembered when Ash popped in here, right? Okay. That's true. Me, but I think I have as much patience as kids nowadays. I'm just like, yeah, load time emulator. Oh man, load time emulator, because that's what we need. Yep, recaps. Recaps are great. And if you are getting in here late, I would just wanted to say I hardly ever do sales on my course. In fact, I've only done one before this one. But I decided to do a Cyber Monday just for the last kickoff, you know, the last end of the year savings, I guess you call it. I'm not a sales guy, I don't even know. But I decided to do a $100 off coupon just for today, Cyber Monday. So when I say that, I'm lying because it ends tomorrow night. So the coupon is good until tomorrow night. If you're interested in getting a discount on my course and you've been waiting and saving up your money to afford it, I hope I can help you out and knock $100 off. Anyway, the code is CYBER, that's CYBER 2018. So if you're watching the recap of this and it's not live, the code probably is not going to work for you. But today, today only and tomorrow, the code's going to work. So if you go to 3dcharacterworkshop.com right here. So it's 3dcharacterworkshop.com, and then check out the enrollment page right here. And then click on I'm ready to enroll now. And then check on either one of the offers. It doesn't matter which one you pick. Then on the checkout page, there's a spot to put the coupon. Again, it's Cyber 2018. Ends tomorrow night at midnight Mountain Time. So, yep, that's it. This is the last discount I'm ever going to do. Mark my words. No, I think. I don't like discounts. I'd rather add more value. But I didn't have time to do a big bonus or anything like that because I was at CTN and stuff like that. So when I do promotions, I typically like to add something on top rather than add a discount. So, but this time, discount. So I'm also adding more. I'm working on a module that's called Stylized Anatomy. And when that gets done, I'm actually going to increase the cost of the course, which will be probably early next year. And if you're in the course already, all updates are free. I don't charge you for updates. So just like ZBrush. ZBrush doesn't charge for updates. If you bought it back when they very first came out, you didn't have to pay for anything ever again. So I love that model, and I've modeled my course after Pixelogic. So yeah, there's not a monthly challenge. There's a kind of a like every 3-month challenge, or whenever I can do a challenge, or I think of one that's good, then I'll do one. There's not a challenge happening right now, but I may or may not do one in December. And if I don't do one in December, I will definitely do one in January. But I have started doing weekly updates on Monday. So as soon as this is over, I'm going to be doing a weekly update for the students. And then on Fridays, I do a Q&A session for another 2 hours. So it's kind of like a student-only private stream where I go deeper and I talk about more things, not just not just ZBrush stuff, but more even industry things like what to charge for freelance is what we talked about last week, stuff like that. So anyway, I'd love to see you guys in the course if you're not there already. It'd be awesome. Okay, let's get back to it. There's my little sales pitch. Like I said, I'm not a sales guy. I just made this course. A lot of people love it. So if you want to learn what I do, then hop in there. The people are fantastic. My students are great. Hey, what's up, Jace? Jason's one of my students. Thanks, Tom. Man, that's saying something. Okay, I'm going to turn symmetry back on. We're going to do this symmetrically, adding the last little hair detail up front here. Do I bake my textures? I definitely do. If I'm going to a game, at least. And I typically use Marmoset tool bag to bake my textures with. I do all of my high resolution inside of ZBrush. I do my low retopology somewhere else, and I do my baking in Marmoset. Cinnamon, note, send them to my email address. So send them to shane.olson@3dcharacterworkshop.com. And if it's something quick, I'll just answer it on the email. But if it's going to take longer explanation, I'll save it till Friday. But you don't have to wait till Friday, no. Come on. There we go. So you can make strands. You can make strands longer by, I think I told you guys this before, but if you grab this little green circle, it's going to drag the hair strand, which is not what you want. The reason it shrunk down is because I shrunk down my brush, and your brush size changes the hair strand size in red. So out here in red, if I change my hair size small, click on here, it'll make it smaller. So if you drug out a hair strand, you're like, oh, I like where it is, but it's too thin. Just make your brush bigger and tap on that line, and it'll make the hair strand bigger. Now, if you want to extend that strand down, you have to get in here close, and it's kind of hard to see, but there's a little red trailer line that's coming out from that green circle. If you get close enough, you can see it. Basically, you'll know when you have it because the whole strand lights up like red and black. So then you can continue it out like that, and it'll just add to the length of the curve. And then when you're done, you can just tap on the surface of your model, and it will remove that curve, and now you can edit it and move it into the place where you want it. Isam from Algeria, thank you so much. I'm glad you could join me today. That's really cool. Algeria. What time is it in Algeria? I'm saying that right. Oh, thanks, Jason. Yeah, hair really adds and helps and makes things look better. Okay, I'm going to push this in and this out. So as I'm working, I kind of like to push the block out of the hair in and kind of make it like a filler rather than the actual surface of the hair. And I need to make this, because this doesn't make sense. Like, where is this hair strand coming from? Underneath her bangs? No. So I'm gonna need to straighten that out. Let's solo this. Whoops. Yeah, it is easier for sure. Okay. I need to put these in their own poly group. So auto groups. Then we'll hide this one and this one. There we go. That's a great hairdo right there. And then I need to make them actually make sense. So it's not coming from underneath the bangs. It's actually coming from where it would in her head, which is her part line in the middle. Yeah, right? Smarter, not harder. Well, you know, I see people making hair and they don't think about where the hair is coming from. Like where it's growing. If you think about a doll, if you ever looked at a doll's hair and you can see like all the plugs put in and how like it's actually growing out of the hair like grass grows out of the ground. It needs to come from somewhere. Now it's too high on her head. It needs to come like this. That's better. That's better. Okay. Too high. Okay. Same with this pink one here. I should probably curve it. Happy hairs. Little happy hairs. I have symmetry on, so it wasn't acting. You need to be careful when you smooth these strands because they have creases and support curves built into them. And if you smooth it out, then those support curves will kind of spread out and you'll lose your sharpness. So I'm just kind of doing it delicately. Am I going to print this, Pete? I don't think so. I might. Maybe I'll print it for Mel. But I still need to pose it, you know. Okay, now I need to really adjust some of these volumes here. Because I want them to really come out like this. I haven't bought a 3D printer. I wish. I wish. I'm going to be moving to a new place in the beginning of the year. And I'm waiting to get my new office set up before I buy a printer. Yeah, I actually usually have Steven Anderson print. So Steven Anderson just barely started to stream on the Pixologic channel. So if you guys should check Steven out. But Steven lives in California. He works for Disney Imagineering, and he has a Form 2. He does a really good job for me. So I typically have Steven do my prints for now. Yeah, we'll see. He's great. Hey Rex, a shirt with a collar. I have done that on past streams. Just look for some of my past streams and see if I've done any with collars. But essentially all I do is just I do it just like I made the glasses today, but I do it in two parts. I make the shirt and then I make the collar on top, but I don't typically have those two connected, but sometimes I will. And if I do have them connected, I'll build it so it's unfolded, like you have a shirt and you pop it up so it's unfolded. You build it that way, and then you manually move all the vertices down to fold it down just like you would a real shirt. So Paul Gavery, yeah, he's awesome. It looks like I might be going to the New York City Toy Fair in February. So if any of you guys are going to that, I'm gonna be hanging out with Paul Gabery and Joseph Trust and those guys. So that should be a lot of fun. If you're around and you can swing by. I'm sculpting with a mouse. Why am I doing this? Okay. I'm gonna have to push that head in. There we go. Okay, that's looking better. I probably exaggerated the volume a little bit too much, but I like it. It's kind of cool. Let's see. I just want to color her lips a little bit and then add some reds to her face just to warm her up. And I'm going to actually use the orange from her hair to do it with. So that way it's in kind of the same color family. So let's add some to her nose. Ooh, that'd be awesome, right? Okay, I'm going to hide everything and just kind of... I usually put the red across the cheeks, into the ears. Not that you can see her ears, but it's there. This might be a little too orange for her lips, but we'll see. And this is really low resolution right now, so it's not poly painting the best. I'll usually just grab this color and just kind of fade it back in. Yeah, there's not enough geometry here to hold the poly paint. So I'll have to subdivide it up or something later, but I just kind of wanted to get it there. Yep, Scooby Doo. It'd be fun to kind of put some of these, see how she's got these blue lenses? Like do some really light blue lenses in there, just barely. Be fun. If you get a Pixologic thing going in on the Red Sea, you can guarantee he would be there. Yeah, for sure, right? closer to him. It's a lot. It's a big expense. If the characters break the 1 eye width apart rule, do you follow the concept? Yes, I do. And you can see that when I did the witch, basically the eyes are just shoved together tight because that's how the concept was. But the 3 eye rule, and what he's talking about is the space between the 2 eyes. Just a general rule is you want to keep 1 eye width distance between the 2 eyes. So you can just kind of measure. Her eyes are a little bit closer. That I should probably pull them apart a little bit more. But it's just kind of a rule of thumb rather than something to adhere to strictly. But yeah, see, sometimes you can just test and see if it would look better by just kind of pulling it out and seeing if it would look better further apart. I mean, I'm not moving her irises and her eyelashes, but it might not hurt to do that. Get them a little closer. So, yep, it's just a rule of thumb. It's just kind of just something to follow, to start. It's a place to start. That's a good way to put it. So, yeah, I'm actually happy with how she's turning out. I would probably take her a lot farther as far as the hair goes. So off the stream or maybe next week, I'm not sure. I still need to pose her, and maybe I'll show you guys how to build out this magnifying glass and get her posed all cute or whatever. I'll try and decide whether to do that or do a Stan Lee head. We'll have to see. Maybe I'll go one more time with this just to show you guys how I finish her high poly up. But I want to fill out her hair back here and up underneath where the block out still is. And then of course finish the irises. You know, she just has gray eyes right now. And then pose her, get her posed. So thanks, Jace. All right, you guys. One last time, just if you didn't hear it, I'm doing a Cyber Monday sale on my course. So for today, and it ends tomorrow night at midnight. But just for today, I have a coupon that's $100 off my course, and the coupon is Cyber 2018. That's CYBER 2018. Neil's been posting it in the chat. So, and you can just go to 3dcharacterworkshop.com and just go to enroll and click on the enrollment link. And when you get into the checkout, there's a space to put the coupon and hit apply, and it'll take that $100 off just for today and tomorrow. So I'd love to see you guys in there if you're not already in there. It'd be fantastic. Hey, Ash, you're still here. Yeah, thanks. I'll see if I can summon you again next week. Always a pleasure. Anyway, yeah, like I said, Ash is another streamer on here. You can catch her. You're on Wednesday? Yeah, I always forget. Anyway, you can find us. By the way, you can find us over on ZBrush Live. Not Live Boolean. Live. ZBrush Live, which is pixelogic.com/ZBrush Live. And you'll see us pop up. And if you click on presenters, so these are the past streams, you can click on presenters. Here's Ashley, here's me, and all the other streamers that stream here on Pixelogic's Twitch channel, Facebook channel, and archived into YouTube. So if you miss any of these, you can always go to Pixelogic's YouTube site and watch the playbacks. So anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. I had a great time modeling her. This is fun. I hope Mel likes her so far. We'll see. We'll see if he has anything to say about it. So anyway, I'll probably do one more. I'll probably do one more session with her just to finish her up, or I'll do it off stream. We'll see. We'll see. No promises. Anyway, thanks, guys, and have a great week. We'll see you next Monday. Take care. Cheers. Bye.